Brilliant. I think if we went around the room here and asked people who is your favourite Doctor Who, I think over 3/4 would be definitely saying, okay, the two people sat on the couch here. For yourselves, I just wondered, you've probably been asked this a million times, I'm really interested to know, who is your Doctor? We all grew up with a Doctor. Who is your Doctor?
I had two, really, because of the age I am. I mean, I think it does depend what age you are, doesn't it? So I grew up with Tom Baker. Yes. And then when I was about 10, and 10, I think for me was probably peak Doctor Who fandom age, because I was a proper fan. So Tom Baker, also Tom Baker was always the Doctor, because he did it for a long time. So I grew up that's just who that character was. I was dimly aware there had been others, but it wasn't something that felt like a reality. So he was, and then Peter Davison took over and became equally important to me. And then other stuff. And then I had Sunday dinner with him like all the time. So those two for me.
Okay.
You know, my first Doctor really was I started with Chris and David really, so somewhere between those two I'd say, and then
Patrick. Do you not remember it as a kid at all?
No, I was in that sort of barren spell where it wasn't on the telly, it was just nowhere to be seen, and I just, but I was aware of like a Dalek, and these things that are sort of ingrained in the fabric of your DNA as a British person. And I was aware there was this show sometimes where people would run down corridors, you know, and check things bizarre. But, so then, I got the part in the show and I did all of the modern stuff. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I went back and picked a lot of the old Doctors and looked at their stuff, and I'd say probably Troughton, just because of an episode called Tomb of the Cybermen, which is so good. Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
And the assistants as well, they're very, very important. If you had the chance to go back in time and be an assistant to any Doctor Who at all, who would it be?
To be an assistant to a Doctor.
Oh, I see. I don't know.
I'd be that guy in the kilt in Tomb of the Cybermen.
Yeah. Jamie McCunnan. You'd be a good Jamie.
Yeah, there you go.
Do that very well.
I'd be him.
I don't know who I'd be. I'd be Katrina the Slave Girl. Because I think she got a bum rap. She did like 2 episodes and got punted out of Space Lock, didn't she? To who? William Hartnell, way back. Yeah. And they lost all her episodes. You can't even see it. All her stuff's gone. She had a really bum deal. I would give Katrina the Slave Girl a better run. That's what I would do. Yeah.
It's a great name for an assistant.
That wasn't like her full name. That wasn't like her surname. Wasn't the Slave Girl. But I think they picked her up in ancient. Oh, now I'm struggling. Ancient Troy? Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, they picked her up in ancient Troy. Yeah. And she was a sort of... I'm right, she was a slave girl, right? Yeah. Thank you. 10 points to me.